Hey everybody, today on Old Sleds we are going to talk about studding a track on an older sled. Of course you can stud the new stuff too, but the basics of this it might seem straightforward, but some people don't know. For example, you need tunnel protectors. I just used old Hyfax there. You got to take off the seat and maybe the fuel tank too, depending on how it needs, the sled. But you want to put it in there where the tunnel protectors ride here where the track clips are. And if you don't do that, as the track kind of floats, those studs will eat away at your aluminum tunnel and could even get to the gas tank. The sled I'm working on is a 1986 Indy Trail, and it has a 1/2 inch lug, and that means, of course, that the height from the track here to the lug height is a 1/2 inch. So I'm using 0.75 inch, 3/4 inch T-nut studs. The push-through studs are this type. This is what's most commonly used today. And you can see there's an Allen head hole on the back there. The whole stud there is threaded. You would push that through and then put a backer plate on it. And these come in steel, aluminum, and I've even seen plastic, and then you would cap it with a nut. This is what I'm using because it's kind of hard to find a 0.75 inch stud today, because most new stuff is a much deeper lug. So on these old sleds, use an old T-nut. You can still find these online. And then you use basically a bit in your drill to pull this through the hole that you've drilled here in your track, and then you would put some Loctite on the stud, and then through the backer plate, and then into the T-nut. And one thing to remember: make sure you drill the hole big enough for this T-nut to go through. It will be very frustrating if you don't, because they will start to pop out. But a lot of people say, one stud per horsepower. It just depends on what you want to do. If you're just trail riding, if you're racing on ice, you can get very aggressive or not aggressive at all if you're a big person or a small person. And once you do that, of course, the sled's going to want to push, so you want to get some good wear bars. These have some carbide. Of course, carbide is harder than steel, and if you can see, those are angled a little bit. This is going to give you a little more bite. But once this is all set up, it's going to be a nice kind of aggressive, if you will, trail rider, but you'll have a lot more control than not having any studs at all. On an icy trail, this will be very safe, because studs equal safety in my opinion. So anyway, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I'd be happy to help, as will others. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Keep those old sleds on the trails.